Activated.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Browns and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Tannehill. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Off play action, Tannehill. He completes it to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
For as much as we extol his route running and him as a pass catcher, he might be better with the ball in his hands. He did not want to go down there until he found the end zone. And while he didn't quite get there, he and his guys are set up near the goal line now. First and goal.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We'll check on his status when we get back. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line.
First and goal.
They'll run with Chubb, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. A first down carry for Henry. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Funches has it complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. Now the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. And allows for extra yardage on the return.
First down. Henry. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Henry again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And
you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. 3rd and goal, option right, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit, and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield now. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a...
Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The 30. 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the turnover forced And a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Henry again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Play after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Handoff comes to Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go with Chubb on second down. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll fight. Way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. Back to Brown, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Landry now on the return. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they said? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tannehill now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Amari Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card. Now Mayfield lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And that timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 72 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a 1st down and not a touchdown.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, certainly